Welcome to episode 10, the last episode of season number 5, and it is a biggie. We've talked about the Test World Championship, which we've won. We've talked about the T20 World Cup, which we've won, but now we find ourselves in a position, the world rankings are starting to come up Millhouse, and we are 10 points behind India, and in today's episode, we tour India. 3 test matches, 3 one-day internationals. How close could we get if we end up going to win them? We're top of the Test World Championship World Rankings by a long way, and it's looking like an England-India World Test Championship final with us both bossing it. Can we go to India? Can we go to India in a Test series and win? We drew at home in 2025. We lost 4-1 in real life. We've not won there since KP was masterful back in 2010, 2011. It's a huge series, a huge episode. Our test record is exemplary, to be honest. 16 test match series, 13 victories. We have been very, very good. 7 away from home, 5 test series wins. The only ones we drew was the first one against Pakistan and one of the Ashes down against Australia, which was a 2 apiece. Don't forget last episode, Joe Root, top of the pops. He's up there, averaging 50, 16,043 test match runs to his name. Quite incredible record. He's gone startling past Steve Smith. 47 centuries. Can he overtake Tendulkar? And the team that we've put together is quite reasonable, particularly with the batting test cricket. May is averaging 52 this year, Duckett 49, Root 47, Rue 44, Stokes 43 and Orr 41, K 41. There's a lot to like. But then you throw in Rian Ahmed, who's averaging 40 with the bat and 17 with the ball. We're a pretty decent team. Tom Price is just slowly starting to fall off on the bowling ranks, which is a little concerning because he's been a very reasonable all-rounder for us the last few years. Watch it, there's a new player on the march. Rocky Flintoff is coming through in the game, 21 years old. He's just had a championship season with 3 centuries and an average of 49. He's not ready for the call-up yet, but one to watch. And there's a couple of call-ups. There's James Landridge, 22 years old, but for age 22, he's already got 343 domestic first-class wickets. 91 at 27 this year. The strike rate excites me with a strike rate of 41. 62 at 35 the previous year. 65 at 28 the year before that. Good player. Tom Hartley comes into the team as backup spinner. And with the bat, Patel, Brodie and Crawley all come in. So it gives us plenty of options to whip around that team. We've got depth for days, it feels like. This is as good a team as we've had. And we go up against 5-star India. Now, it wants us to pick quite a different team from the team we're putting out on the field. It wants us to pick Brodie and Crowe over Root and Stokes. Root is now, 37 years old, but he's an excellent player of spin specialist. We're playing in India. It's still hopefully going to be his time. Stokes is 37, but he's still getting those good averages. 43 this year, 33 the year before, 37 the year before that. His bowling's a concern, but he gives us a 5th ball, 106 average with the ball this year, but 33 and 38. He has games where he takes wickets. He's really good with the swinging ball when it's overcast on the game. So I think that's what we're going to go with. Even though the pitch is going to turn, 5 seamers is going to be the mix. It does mean Crawley was supposed to be picked over Orr as well, but we're sticking with Orr. Orr's come in and done a decent job. Across the 2 seasons he's played for us, he's actually only averaging 33, so maybe not quite as good a job as what I thought, but there's a couple of centuries to his name in there. 29 average against South Africa, 57 against Afghanistan. He might, maybe I've got this wrong, maybe he might get found out. Compare it against that Crawley, who's got a far superior record. But we're sticking with him, we're sticking with glue, going up against a team that causes us plenty of problems. We drew 2-2 with them last time we played against them, about 4 seasons ago on the game. This is the first tour of India, and it likes India a lot. I've never seen anything like that in my life. They've declared on 606 when Shubman Gill was on 296 not out. Imagine the uproar. But they just pummeled us at about 6 and over for 120 overs. 606 for 1. Everyone went round the park. Gill 296, Jaiswal 194, Shedge Don't even know who you are, Shedge, but you've come in averaging 47 with 2,000 test match runs and pummeled us. Predictor, oh, it's all India. We're behind by about 150. A little bit of a get out of jail. We were getting rolled here at one stage. Ali Orr batted well for 77. Really impressed with this. Right choice. Joe's route got out to this guy, slow left arm spinner, who has 80 test wickets at 34. So a bit disappointing about that. James Roux scores yet another 100. This guy is phenomenal. Should I bat him further up the order? I don't know. But he's averaging 50 in his slot. Works well. Stokes 50, Rian Ahmed 94 not out. This guy might end up being better than both of them. But we're 149 behind. The draw's getting back into it. We need a little bit of control with the ball. And they've declared 273 for 5 off 50 overs. Again, just casually going at 5.5 and over. Somehow this game does that. Sometimes the computer just absolutely pummels it. Gira, 114 off 125. Third test match century for a guy averaging 63. Just another one off the conveyor belt line. 423 runs to win. There's 3 and a bit sessions. We've got an hour left of day 4. It is turning, and the predictor likes India. We get through to the end of the day. 48 for 1. Duckett and Root, 2 exceptional players. Strong pace preference. Duckett's a great player of spin. It is spinning, it's turning, and predictor now has the draw on the rise. Oh, that's a tough session. We lose 3 wickets. Root goes, slow left arm gets him. Mayer goes, slow left arm gets him. He's a slight spin bowling preference as well. Kay gets Bumrah. What a player Bumrah is. How old is he now? 34 years old. 365 test wickets at 25. Just incredible specimen of a cricketer. 2 sessions remaining. It's even more looking like India. First over. Look at the field. But first over, after the lunch break, Rue's out. We're down to the final session. We only lose 1 wicket in that session. Duckett goes to 134. Stokes made 43 before he was out. Predictor still has an Indian win as the preference. We need Rian Ahmed and Tom Price to bat a session with Ben Duckett. First over after the break. Again, Ahmed's gone. And now we're staring down the battle as Ben Duckett has gone. And we lose by 103. There's some good stuff to like about it. Some of the batting was pretty good. Roux with runs, Ahmed with runs, Duckett with runs. But we're 1-0 down in a 3-match test series. We've not lost a test series yet. We've got to go win this one. And I think we need to make a change with the skipper, who is averaging 120 with the ball. We either go for a Landridge or a Cook. I actually partially think it may be a Tom Price to go, and we leave Stokes in for his extra batting. We do. Landridge is in on debut. 22 years old, making test debut. He's done it off the back of 91 championship wickets. It bumps us. We're almost a 5-star rated team. We're winning the toss. We're batting, but we've probably only got 4.5 days to win. We get a score. 403. Duckett with a century. Roux with a century. Consistently, Mayer, Kay, just lots of starts. Lots of starts for these guys. They are good players. We've seen them be good players. They've got good records. Mayer's got a problem with converting. 2 centuries from 53 innings. It's like early season Graham Thorpe. Roux's next level. 10 centuries now in 72 innings. What a specimen. Predictor kind of likes us now as well. We're going to take a 129 run lead. 274 India get. Jaiswal just casually scores another century. Averaging 54. 16 centuries from 52 matches. That's like 6 more than Roux at the same stage. 4 for Atkinson, 3 for Greatwood. Langridge with 2 for 78 on debut. Slightly expensive, but he is an expensive bowler in first class cricket. Going at over 4s. You're picking him for strike rate. Predictor's taking us. We've got to advance the game. Difficult in these conditions, but we could have about 3 sessions good for batting. We've declared 279 for 9. It was slow. They bowled well. It's an Indian team. They did bowl well. James Roux 59. Landridge 55 on debut. I like a bit of that. He averages 31 in ODI cricket, 15 in 450s in county championship cricket. So there's a lot to like about that. We managed to get a score. 409 to win from India. They're not out of this game. Rain is on the horizon, but it likes us 69% of the time, 18% the draw, 12.5% the win. We've got to get wickets early. We've done it. It's a historic victory. And in his, did I say this was his first test? First test match, Landridge doesn't get man of the match, but 7 for 60. Blows away the back end of India's innings after Jaiswal scores yet another century. But it's a good job he turned up because the bowling wasn't performing. We managed to get the win. It's 1 apiece against India. 123 points at the top. Jaiswal, number 1 rated batter in the world. We've got Duckett and Rue in the mixer. And with the ball, Rian Ahmed still shining light. What a performance from Landridge. 9 wickets on debut. I'm a big fan of that. Joe Root averaging 38 this year. I'm tempted for this. I really am. I'm chomping at the bit to get the Crow back involved. Back foot preference, offside. He's got a good record. He averages 51. His championship record is exceptional. Averaged 72 last year. It's a big call getting rid of Root, but I feel we need to make a play. We need a little bit more. And K, the special K, what are you doing? You're all over the place, which might mean the move looks more like that. Root at 3, Crow at 5. That's what I've done. Ben Stokes, 8 wickets, 106 now. Exceptional value with the ball. It's the decider. It's a beautiful pitch. It's a beautiful conditions. We're going to bat. Oh, it's a good performance with the bat. 5-2-4. Ali Orr scores 100. Welcome to the series. 77 in the first game. 124 to finish. Root, we needed you. You step up in the biggest way. 88 of the finest at the top. 84 for the Crow. We made the right call. He comes in and performs against a top-tier nation for the first time in forever. 50 for Root, 50 for Stokes, 50 for Landridge. Look at him go. And it now likes us 67% of the time. 26% India. So it's not over yet. And we've enforced the follow-on 2-6-3 all out. We get Jaiswal out at long last. 86. His series is absolutely ridiculous. Almost 4 centuries in 3 tests. Really good stuff. Barwaj with 57 off 89. 24 years old. Just another guy with 4 test centuries to his name. 4 for Ahmed. He was fantastic. He's had a very quiet series. Not actually bowled that much and got smashed around in the first game. So came back strong. 2 for Landridge as well. And the predictor likes us even more 86% of the time. And we do it. We come from behind and we win a test series in India. We bowl them out for 1-3-4. Atkinson and Greatwood are impeccable up top. We had them 5 for 27 on the ropes. We finally got Jaiswal for a low score. Second time this series. But when he's got in, he's gone big every single time. Another 50 for Barwaj. But good performance. Really good performance with the ball. But the batting did it. The batting gave us the victory. We beat India in India. We lose a point in the world rankings somehow. With the bat, Root at 7, Ducky 8. I like that. With the ball, Rian Ahmed still at number 1. Gus Atkinson in the top 10. It's been a good series for quite a few players and maybe coming to Jesus moment for quite a few others. James Root, incredible. 358 runs. Ben Duckett, incredible with 2 centuries. Ali Orr cemented himself as the right selection. Ben Stokes as a batter, good. Ahmed, good. But Mayer, Root, Crow was great. one innings for 84. K, disappointing. And with the ball, Landridge came in and took 13 at 17. That's a shoe-in future player. Greatwood, average. Atkinson, average. Ahmed, average. Stokes, average. But there's a lot to like about what we've just gone and achieved. We're now top of the Test World Championship as we go and play some ODI cricket. This is the big series. Okay, so one day squad. Phil Salt's a little bit of a concern. Averaged 24 this year, 39 the year before, 44. There's a lot to like, but 32 years old. He's had injuries. Not sure what's going on there. Josh Butler, likewise, is 38 years old now. Averaging 37 this year, 26 the year before, 33 the year before that. So I think I'm going to make time on his career and I'm going to go with the Jimmy Rue because he's been very, very good for us. Greatwood hasn't clicked, nor Topley, nor Potts this year. Potts is probably the concern. Went at 5s previous year. 6.11 the year before that. And what I've done is I've bought in Pairs and Ash and Landridge, who have, in other formats, looked pretty good for us. So for a team that's worked its way up to number 2 in the world, this is as big a change to the team as we have ever made. We're basically going with a brand new bowling attack. Pairs and Ash with the older ball, Ahmed, Atkinson and Landridge at the top, Crow coming in to bat at 5, Salt feels like he's on his last legs, K I've got question marks about, I've got Alior and Brody who can come in, I've got Topley and Greatwood with the ball who could come in. We're 4 and a bit star rated team. I don't fancy us, but there's a chance to do something amazing here. And we put up good numbers. 310 for 5. 50 for Duckett, 50 for Salt, 110 for Mayer. His record in ODI cricket is exceptional. He averages 66, 81 strike rate, but this was a much better performance. K was 79 as well. He needed a knock. He averages 64, but he hasn't done anything this year. Everyone else doesn't matter. They were just trying to hit the ball to the boundary, but we've given ourselves a chance. It's 66% India. Of course, how do we get Jaiswal out? Oh, we've done it. We've done it. What a performance. They go big at the start. 174 run partnership between Jaiswal and Gill. They were cruising. And then Rian Ahmed comes on, goes around the park but takes 5 for. I bowl him in tandem with Landridge and that works. But before then, we finally gained some control on the game and Pairs and Ash went at 3.9 and 3.06. It's why we picked them in T20 cricket, was because of these ridiculous numbers when it comes to economy rate. And it worked. We went bang, 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 bang. Between over 33 and over 46, we literally just bowled them out. Because they're the blue line, they were ahead of the game. 109 plays 101. We're getting closer. 304. It's another not bad score. We probably won't be favourites, but it's good enough. Duckett with 78. Crow with 59. Good decision to bring him. Jimmy Rowe, 56 off 52. Who's Jimmy? Apparently related to James, but averaging 40 in this format of cricket. Good performance. Landridge, 2 sixes in 2 balls to finish the innings, giving us 300. The predictor likes India again. We've won the series in India 2-6-3. We stopped Shubman Gill. Sorry, we stopped Jaiswal. Shubman Gill scores 136 off 103, but we managed to get some control in pieces. But he scored at 132 strike rate, so I might just be talking tosh there. Again, I thought Ash and Pairs were really good, gave us some control. Ahmed was fantastic. We're 2-0 against India away from home. Oh, I don't know if the series gives you more points, plus 1 bonus point. So we might end up about 3 points behind them. Yeah, lose the final game. We didn't get enough runs, 219. The ball was turning. We didn't play it very well. But this guy, Latil Khan, ran through us a little bit. He's not got a bad record. 10 wickets at 41 in ODI cricket, but he had a good day against us. 3 for 63, 71 for Salt. We just had too much uphill walking to do there. But we win the series against India. It's huge. We're now just 6 points behind them at the top. Gareth Mayer still around 9-15. He's 15 points off. He's closing the gap. And Gus Atkinson still the number 1 bowler in the world. 2 T20s against India to wrap off the series. We're going relatively unchanged here from where we've been. We're starting to see a slight increase of strike rates from the days of Mayer and Kay in the middle order. I'm not expecting much, but you know, a couple of scores of 160 would be nice. We win. We bowl them out for 132. Jaiswal scores 50. Jack Haynes gets him out, but we restricted him to a runner ball and he got out. I think he was last man out, actually, Jaiswal. Yes, last man out. But there's a lot to like about this. We got a couple of wickets early doors, which was good to see. But then Ash and Pairs going at 5.24. Ash, his record, I know I was opening the bowling with him previously, but he didn't hear. 6.48 rate, economy rate in international T20 cricket. Likewise, 6.72 for the pair. 17 games. We've got game changers on our hand. We get there, we probably would have scored about 150, 160. Barry was good. Duckett was good. Barry's done enough since he's come into this team to hold his own. His strike rate of 121 is not as good as you'd want to see, but given how other players perform, it's not that bad. Yeah, lose the last one. Decent performance with the bat. Duckett with 83 of 49 at 3 holes is. Barry with a runner ball 54. That's slightly disappointing. And they get 163. Gayas came in, 21 years old. Glamorgan and India, obviously. One of the few players that's coming in not averaging 60. But he gets a shed load of runs. Pears and Ash go around the park. We split the series. T20 cricket, I don't really mind. You look at it and you say, bro, I've already completed T20 cricket. It's all about getting the number 1 batter in ODI cricket and the number 1 ranking, World Cup and Champions Trophy. Okay, time to tour the West Indies, where we've got 4 test matches, 3 one-days and 3 T20s. We know we're a great team in test cricket, there's no qualms there. 6 points behind India. Hopefully we can continue to close that down. And also, Mayer, 9-15, is 21 points behind Shubman Gill. Can he light up the series and become the number 1 batter at the end of the season? Also, Test World Championship is getting spicy. New Zealand and India getting neck and neck for that second place. New Zealand after they just obliterated Australia 2-1. Close games, maybe not obliterated, but now go and play against Pakistan. So it's going to be really tight going down to the wire. I think we're going to go unchanged. It does give us the Stokes dilemma, but basically we've got people averaging 40 down to number 9 in the order, which is phenomenal. So it gives us heaps of flexibility, but we do rely on that bowling quite a lot. Sam Cook was quite good earlier in the year, but Landridge is the guy that's come in and hit the ground running. 5-star against 4-star. It's beautiful, Sonny. We are going to bowl. And the predictor for a tour of West Indies is going to like us 68% of the time. As first day goes, that's as bad as it could have gone. They get 430 for 2. Melia's 210. Where's that come from? On debut. 210. What a knock. Averaging 71 in domestic cricket this year. Mikel Louis scores 100 as well. His 4th century as well. Not the best first day. They get 5, 6, 7. It's huge. Melius 241. That's got to be a career best any format. Yes, it is. Disappointing with the ball for the team. And it's looking trumps West Indies. Well, we got rolled for 244. We're about 300 runs behind. Mayer, typical Mayer. He averages 41, but only 2 centuries to his name. He scores 49 and top scores. Okay, we roll West Indies for 186, but they're after fast runs here. All out in 41 overs. 4 for Atkinson, 3 for Landridge. 510 to win. We win it 3.5% of the time. The pitch isn't bad, but I don't think that matters too much. We've just got a long time to bat. Very long time. 5, almost 6 sessions. Okay, it's getting spicy is probably not the right term, but 258 for 3. Duckett 50, Root 50. Mayer and Crow both set, but we're going into the start of a new day and they've just taken the new ball. The predictor likes us a little more than it did. Go to lunch, 3, 4, 6 for 6. Rue and Rian Armour, this is the partnership. It's doing a bit more and the predictor likes us less. 164 to win. Nah, not even close. Smashed by 117. Alzari Jovis takes 9 for Melius 241. 1-0 down. We need to do something with this team. We need to change something with this team. We haven't got Kay in because he's been averaging 33. Everyone else's batting average is good, but Stokes is the one averaging 95 with the ball. We're carrying someone every single game. And the change is going to be Crow out, who has done nothing wrong. Literally nothing wrong. Went and scored 84 in India and a 50 here. I think that's the move. Everyone moves up 1. It could be a long tail, but we've brought in Sam Cook. We're trying to win a game of cricket. We've got to take 20 wickets. 3-4-8 West Indies. It's a good score. Everyone chipped in. Shai Hope 50, De Silva 50, Melius 50, Davis 50. And we used all 6 bowlers a lot. And unfortunately, after the opening partnership, their run rate skyrocketed. We're going to take a lead of 7. And it comes down to James Rue, said James for a change, and Rian Armour. They put on a massive 178. Not having as much batting down the order or genuine out-and-out batters concerns me. But here, Rue took the step up. He moves up to number 5 in the order and scores a century. He has batted here, so this is without this episode's stats, but he's played a lot. He's played a lot at different positions. His runs are actually quite phenomenal. Most of them 2,169 coming at number 6, averaging 49. He averaged 459 runs at 51 at 7, and only batted at number 5 in 2 matches, an average 5. So big step forward. Also, we can't overlook Rian Ahmed now scoring 3 Test match centuries. We'll clean them up for 2-4-1. It's going to be 2-3-5 to win. Charles with 100 off 113. Doing cricket captain 2024 type things where you can just all of a sudden score at a really, really high rate. 4 for Greatwood, 4 for Rian Ahmed. We were going around the park, but 235 to win, and it likes us. I can't believe it's come down to this. 20 to win, 1 wicket left. They win 52% of the time. We win 45. Rian Ahmed at the crease, and everyone else, we needed 40 to win with 5 wickets left, and we've been rolled. We've done it. We have got across the line. Greatwood with the final boundary, the final countdown, gives us the victory by 1 wicket. Rian Ahmed, man of the match. Why? Well, he took 8 wickets, scored 133 runs and 8 wickets. That's a fine performance, but this is not a whitewash. This is a competitive series. Price is coming into the team for Sam Cook. Just on Ali Orr watch, 8.5 average in this series so far, 36 this year from 11 games. I expect better. That is crazy. We bowled them out for 2-2-1. Charles, Eldridge Charles, 24 years old, world beater. 1,000 runs, averaging 45, having a cracking series against us. But with the bat, Thorne. Isaiah Thorne. 29 Test matches to his name, averages 15 with the bat. 29 Test matches to his name, 120 wickets at 35. Just had the spell of his career. Got Root and Stokes first ball, got Root 6th ball. All of them cleaned up for a duck. And we're now 97 runs behind and West Indies are in front. Bowled them out for 188. They went ballistic here. There's been an update to the game. And 188 off 33 overs. 4 for Price. He's had a good return back to Test cricket. 3 for 46, 4 for 34. 3 for Rian Ahmed. We need 286 to win. Our batting lineup's fragile. It's weakened and we're 50% of the time we're going to get there. We lose by 46. We're not going to win the series. 239 all out. James Rue 110. But again, Mayer, Root, Duckett were 3 down for 31. 4 for 32. Our batting lineup is not performing at all. We've been an exceptional batting team for a long time, but Ali Orr is going to go. Zach Crawley's coming back into the team as opener. Mayer is frustrating me with this lack of consistency. There is a consistency, there's starts, but there's nothing past the starts. He can't go on, and I actually don't know how to change that about him, but it is making me want to drop him. Also, I think we don't need his bowling. His 13 wickets at 80 odd. I think Crow's a better batter. Ben Duckett is going to become captain. There we go. I'm just making sweeping changes again. Ben Stokes has just been dropped as England captain, age 37 from 160 Test matches, managing the most successful Test team there's ever been. I've just dropped him. That's literally just how I roll. We need to win. We're 5 stars now, going up against 4 stars. Let's go. Landridge is legit. 30 wickets at 20 from his 6 Test matches so far. 6 for 19 here. We bowl them out for 101. That's a better performance with the bat, and it's a better performance by Mayer. 133. I can't even remember the last time he scored a Test century. Well, he scored 1 on debut. Then the last time was against Afghanistan. So against a proper team, against a top tier nation is the right way to term it. 2016 was the last time he scored, but look how many 50s and starts there are. Anyway, he's got there. We've got a lead of 364. Win by an innings and 166. I do feel like it's where we should have been most of the series. Mayer's 133 helped. Price and Atkinson shared the wickets here. Mayer man of the match. To me, it's Landridge's opening spell. We split the series 2 apiece. We stay top. Rue stays around 7, top 10 sort of slot. Duckett in 15. Mayer, for context, is in the top 20. And with the ball, Rian Ahmed no longer number 1. Enoch Duplessis from 30 test matches, 152 wickets at 29. Not a surprise, James Rue. It feels like quite often we're looking at him at the top of the batting charts. 2 centuries in this series, averaging 50 from 47 tests. It's just incredible record. Mayer average 47, Root 35, Duckett 32. There's a lot not to like about it, Crawley or Crow. But with the ball, I felt like we actually did a little better as the series went on. Ahmed and Landridge, great. Atkinson, good. Greatwood, I think if there's a player out there I can improve with, I will. But Tom Price's return to the team was a very good one. Puts us really good position in the Test World Championship. As we go unchanged for again, the biggest episode of the biggest game series of the episode. Can we win the one-day series down in South Africa? Or West Indies, depending where you want to go and where the game is. Our batting is off. Now, I don't want to use the game update as the reason, but our batting is off. We bowled him out for 208. Wonderful performance. Bowl is incredible. Pears, 2.3 economy rate. How many 4 one-day internationals now? He's got 3.92 economy rate. Love that. But the bat, cold, bro. Win by 61. It wasn't convincing. But remember, Mayer's got a chance of being the number 1 batter in the world in ODI cricket. After his 11, he's just gone and scored 101. There's a better conversion rate going on in this format of the cricket for him. 5 centuries from 41 innings compared to 3 in 62 in Test cricket. The batting wasn't great, but the bowling was. We got wickets, a few early doors, and then Pears and Rian Ahmed did their thing. Rian Ahmed going at 1.5 and over, 2 for 15. Ties the series. Means we're 5 points behind India. Batting wise, because we need to be number 1. He's number 2. If he goes and bags another ton in this last game, he could do it. We've won the series. It's a big win. 217 is all we could muster. Opening partnership was great. Mayer failed for 13 off 11. Blown away down the order. It's what you get. You've don't got a Ben Stokes in your team. Sometimes you just kind of one missing from your lineup. But the bowling was very, very good. Ahmed 3 for 60. Pears 3 for 28. Win the series. We are now... Oh, what? I thought we'd get bonus points for winning the series, but we don't. We are... Frustratingly, maybe it might update in a second, but 5 points behind India. May is going to end in number 5. He dropped so many points that innings. And with the ball, Gus Atkinson, Rian Ahmed 1-2. 3 T20s to finish off the episode. I think we've got some decisions to make. Duckett was actually really good at number 3. Brody has been good, but I need someone to open. We could try the Crow opening. He's aggressive. I mean, what do we lose? Probably not a lot. The series doesn't really matter that much. Haynes has been really good. Will Jacks is going to come in at 6. Josh Butler's out injured. We've got Ash. I think... what do I do with the ball? All the bowlers are way out of form. Topley's going to take the new ball. Ash and Pears have been a game changer for us in white ball cricket. Even if the results don't show it, it's not because of them, it's down to the batting. Smashed by 69. They get 192. Frustrating because we bowled really well at the start. Atkinson and Topley worked really good. Pears and Ash went round the park and with the bat. There's a theme. Our batting just is not that good. I think what I am going to do is move our captain, apparently, Haynes, up to open. K in at 5. Lots of wiggling around trying to make this work. We're still a 4-star rated team. Ha! That's almost a hat-trick. Look at the scorecard. It looks like a hat-trick, but he threw a wide ball in. First over of the game. Lose again. 171 they get after being 3 for 2. That hurts. And no one really went massive for them. I don't know how they managed to get that many runs. John, 60 off 38 was very good. But with the bat... it's terrible. Unfortunately, what I've not got is an answer to the woes with the bat. K, averaging 1.75. Like, we're rotating the same guys here trying to get a different result. It's literally what insanity is, isn't it? Oh, we win. We win well. We bowl well. Who would have thought it? But I think we took 5 for 45 in the power play. Pairs, Ahmed, Ash, all bowling well as well. But batting performed. Openers, we've got huge concerns. But Brodie, 50 off 39? That feels like a meaningful contribution for other than his initial innings for the first time. So we lose the series 2-1. We're pretty poor in T20 cricket. Now, I'm so glad we won it the first season of the T20 World Cup because we've not really come close anytime soon. Interesting enough, Ben Duckett's at number 2 in the world. I don't quite know how he ends up there. And Atkinson and Rian Ahmed are a 1-2. So let's go forward to the end of the year. It does mean we're finishing the end of the year top of the Test World Championship, Test World rankings, second in ODIs, and nowhere near in T20s. No number 1 batter in Test cricket. Number 5, Mayi, just led us down towards the end. And we've already ticked off the bowl ones. But Ahmed in number 2 ODIs. It's an Ahmed Atkinson 1-2. And the same in ODI cricket. And the Test World Championship, I think that's all the games gone. So it's going to be an England-India final next episode. It's going to be a biggie. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time.